the way you build the task, okay? It could be different things. But if you offer this, or just two options, the student feels more invested. I decided to do that, so I'm going to do it properly. Right? Does that make sense? Um, and then, I mean, how you get them to choose can vary too, back to the variety. You can have just a hands up election. You can have someone making the decisions that day, and that varies. Again, just experiment, try around. Okay? So that was number 4, building in choice. Number 5, very, 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 not very, very, build in as much variety as possible in your lesson. That sort of ties into what we said in number 2 about having shorter tasks, but it's not just that. It's about keeping them again in the tip of their toes and not expecting what's coming. If you have a routine, okay, first we correct the homework, then we do this, then we do that, then it for this generation, for teenagers, it does get boring. Okay, so you can vary. First of all, why not vary the place? Why not go outside? Sorry, when I say outside, it might be better to keep within the limits of the school. Yes, that would bring in lots of open another completely different can of worms. But say, why don't go to the back there, to the back area? I'm not sure how it's looking now, but anyway, just go over there, have a lesson. I mean, if you want to do it next week, tell us now. But if it's not cleaned up, it will be. To that area outside the front desk, where the garage is. Go to the kitchen. Just vary the place, vary the order of your tasks, vary techniques. Okay, just keep them guessing. Obviously, bring new stuff into the classroom. We talked a bit about. Well, yeah, apps, and apps are always coming up. Sites are always coming up. So it really pays off to be on top of things, because like last year was Kahoot, wasn't it? And a lot of students still love Kahoot, but it does tend to lose. As I said, this generation, they lose interest very quickly. So there's going to be a next Kahoot, there's going to be a next thing that gets them ticking. Okay, so for that, I'd like to give another little pause, and I would like you to share a bit of your ideas of what you've been using lately in terms of apps, websites, technology that you found the students enjoyed. Okay, so pausing in 3, 2, 1. Okay, paused, right? So, those are what I would be very much interested in learning. If you can send those to me, either Facebook or something like that. Okay. Um, that was number 5 then. So very, very, very. 6. Build rapport with your students. Take time to know your students better. Okay. It's not easy being a teenager. You've all been there. We've all been there, just me a bit longer ago. It's not easy to be a teenager, and to have someone that you can just, feel comfortable with and open up, it makes a big difference. All right. So ask questions, possibly on a one-to-one basis. That student that arrives first, ask him a question. The second one, just try to learn a bit more about what the students, what their life is about. Okay, that will have 2 main effects. First, you will build that rapport with them. They will feel more comfortable with you. So when you need to sort of, be a bit sterner with them, they will respond well. Okay, nobody likes just authority, just for the sake of authority. If you build a rapport with them, they will respect you. And the second thing is, you get to learn what they like, what gets them ticking, and that can go into their lessons. right? That can pervade. You should use that in your favor, that privileged information. Okay. Right. Lots of different things. I'm just going to put on the there what hopefully I'm going to put something on the screen now with these 6 things. Keep everyone involved, take them on your journey with you. Okay. Shorter tasks, have shorter tasks, and hopefully that roller coaster effect. Okay. Don't tell, show, kiss instructions, build in choice in your lessons. Let them decide some things. Okay. Vary, vary, vary. And 6, just take an interest in your student, build rapport with your student. Okay. So I'm going to pause now for the last time, and I would like you to just discuss among you, what are you taking away from this, from these 6, which maybe the 1 or 2 that are most important, and what will you do? What can you do tomorrow? I'm not sure what day this is going to be shown, but what can you do in your next lesson with these students? Okay, how this session can influence your lessons from next class. Because quite often, as much as we take something in and, wow, great, that's a great idea, but that doesn't necessarily translate into action. So it's very important that you think, okay, what am I going to do to put some of this into action? Okay, so discuss that among you, and pausing in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that was the last pause then. Okay, so again, some of these things might have come up at the beginning when you discussed already. Okay, but hopefully we've managed to touch upon some interesting concepts to clarify teenagers, and why teenagers are bored so easily, and what we can do to work with that, to counter that problem. Okay, so I'm looking forward to your suggestions about our next sessions, and we'll go from there. Okay, thank you very much. See you soon.